Salutations, celestial sightseers. I'm David Fuller with Eyes on the Sky. This video will describe how to locate and identify the constellation Cassiopeia in the night sky from the northern hemisphere. This can help you find and observe 6 of the telescopes on the sky objects listed in that catalog at eyesonthesky.com. Let's get familiar with the shape first. Cassiopeia the Queen has 5 major stars that form a shape that looks like a wide W or a flattened M, depending on where it's located in the sky. If we imagine the shape in the M configuration when it's overhead, it looks like this. The 3 stars on this side of the shape are of second magnitude, making them some of the brighter stars in the sky, but the 2 on this side are dimmer, the final one being a rather low third magnitude. As night begins warming up in the spring, the W of Cassiopeia is hiding, well below the constant North Star, though for observers furthest north, she's hugging the horizon. For those further south, Cassiopeia will be hidden below the horizon or lost in light pollution. Northern stargazers will see the Queen rise in the northeastern sky in early evening by the beginning of summer, but it may be a bit later in the season for those further south. At the very least, one will need to look later at night to see her. At the end of summer, Cassiopeia is looking more M-shaped as she rises above Polaris, but still on the eastern or right side of the North Star. But through autumn, she arcs over the North Star, the brighter stars of the Queen leading the way towards the west. Into the winter, and especially late in the season, an observer could be forgiven for even thinking that these stars now have the appearance of a childlike drawn E shape above the northwestern horizon. It is helpful to recognize that Cassiopeia and the Big Dipper are somewhat on opposite sides of Polaris. So as the Earth rotates, one will either be high overhead and the other near the horizon, or one will be rising and the other heading towards the ground on the opposite side. It's also important to note that the plane or midsection of our Milky Way galaxy runs right through Cassiopeia, and as a result, there are a good many deep sky objects visible here. To find them more easily, it does help to have an understanding of the names of Cassiopeia's stars. The 3 brighter stars at second magnitude are Caph, Shedar, and Navi. These are the names that most amateur astronomers are likely familiar with using for this constellation. The International Astronomical Union, or IAU, approves official star names, so the other 2 stars have traditionally been called Delta Cassiopeiae and Epsilon Cassiopeiae, that Johann Bayer assigned to them in the early 1600s. Most astronomers will be more familiar with these names, however, the IAU updated the names for these 2. Delta is also now known as Rukbot, beginning in 2016, and Epsilon is now known as Segin, starting in 2017. While typically astronomers use the proper names of stars before the Bayer Greek letter designations, you might find some confusion using them instead of Delta Cassiopeiae and Epsilon Cassiopeiae, as older amateurs might refer to the previously well-known names. I will use the older designations to avoid confusion. I hope that helps you quickly and easily identify and find Cassiopeia in the night sky. You can download the free planetarium program Stellarium that I used to create the graphics in this video to learn more about the stars and what your sky will look like from your exact location. And if you want to find some of the best and easiest to find deep sky objects, visit the Telescopes on the Sky section of eyesonthesky.com. I'm David Fuller, wishing you clear and dark skies.